The Legend of Melechete, the Warrior, Ant. Once upon a time, in a large anthill hidden among tall trees in Brazil, there lived a very special little ant named Melechete. From an early age, he wasn't like other ants. While many enjoyed carrying leaves and seeds or caring for larvae, Melechete dreamed of being a guardian of his people. He trained every day, jumping over branches, practicing blows with twigs, and even inventing shields out of dried leaves. One day, he thought, I will be a soldier in the Brazilian ant army and defend our homeland. And so it was. When he grew up, Melechete became a brave major in the Brazilian army, wearing a tiny uniform made of green petals and always carrying his polished thorn sword at his waist. He marched side by side with other soldier ants, protecting his anthill and the entire ant nation. But a difficult time arrived. The neighboring ant country, Paraguay, went to war with Brazil. The Brazilian ants were called to fight, and Melechete set out with his battalion. One Saturday afternoon, the sun shone golden over the battlefield. Melechete, curious and alert, decided to take a walk with some companions to check if they were being watched. The forest was silent, but suddenly they heard shouts and saw dust rising on the horizon. "Quick, come with me!" Melechete shouted. As they got closer, his heart nearly stopped. A huge group of enemy ants was attacking a small Brazilian detachment. The Brazilian ants were in trouble, about to be defeated. Without a second thought, Melechete advanced with his friends. He jumped, spun, and struck with his thorn sword, while his war cry echoed, "For the homeland and the ant hill." The battle was intense. The enemy ants retreated, frightened by the courage of that small warrior who seemed to fight as if he were 10 strong. Little by little, the Brazilians reorganized and, with Melechete's help, managed to drive the enemy back. When it was all over, the surviving ants knelt in exhaustion and gratitude. And then, from their midst, an important figure emerged. General Kurumbi, the Ant Empire's Minister of War. He was visiting the troops and had been protected, unbeknownst to Melechete. "Major Melechete," the general said, his voice firm but emotional. "You saved not only this detachment but me in the honor of our entire army. I will never forget what you did today." Melechete, humble, simply replied, "I did what any Brazilian ant would do." The war lasted a while longer, but in the end, Brazil won. And when peace returned, General Kurumbi summoned Melechete and took him to Rio de Janeiro, the great colony of imperial ants. There, he continued his career, teaching young ants to be brave and loyal. Over the years, Melechete reached the highest rank a warrior ant could achieve, Marshal of the Empire's army. But despite his importance, he never lost his simplicity. He enjoyed visiting the small anthills and telling stories, always remembering, the true strength of an ant lies not in its size, but in its heart. Now Marshal Melechete remembered that the love of Jesus Christ encourages us, comforts us, and gives us hope for a better world. And so, to this day, the little ants tell the legend of Melechete, the little hero who saved the army and became one of the greatest glories of the Ant Empire. If you like this content, help us by liking, sharing, and commenting. May the good God bless you greatly. Thank you very much.